Hi, I'm Leanne Shea, Aviation Week's Executive Editor for MRO and Business Aviation. I'm here at the Dubai Airshow at Lufthansa Technik's booth with Gregor Magrizu, who is going to talk us through this cabin display. So Gregor, how does this work?
Right, a pleasure to welcome you here in our booth. So right now we're in the so-called prototyping area of our booth here at Dubai Airshow. What we do within Lufthansa Technik is like all the cabin management systems and in-flight entertainment as well as connectivity, mainly for business and executive jets, but also targeting commercial aviation. So what we did, these are two prototypes that we first launched 1 year ago at MBA, pointing towards like replacing the so-called galley control panel as we know it from business and jet aviation. So where we have like bulky frames, big displays that are mainly in the galley for the crew to have control over the cabin management system. So what we did is we thought about like how could we like merge this technology into like a sleek cabin interior design where functionality kind of is like has a new approach to aesthetics and like invisible as long as you don't need it, right? So what we did is we came up with the first prototype, which was the hidden display that you can see here. So what it actually does, we generated a generic GUI to cover all the cabin management functionalities that is mainly for the crew on board. So what you can see here is like just a feature set of what's actually in the cabin management system. So for example, temperature controls, audio, video, the moving map functionality, which we also developed in-house. So all of that is actually in that very galley control panel for the crew to have controls. And if you want to go back to sleep mode, you can just make it disappear, and then it's the wooden veneer that you can see here. Slick design, not visible at all, just comes to life in case you need it. So we took that idea and thought about additional use cases that could be applicable to, for example, first and business class, but also like be a replacement for economy, in-flight entertainment, cabin management system functionalities. So what we did is we came up with the idea of a tray table. So what you can see here is like kind of the same as you know it from business or first class today. What we did here is bring that actual cabin management system with content and a first feature set into the actual tray table. So if you just navigate around, you can see you have a start screen where all the functionalities are like kind of close in the menu here. If you go to, for example, this seat icon here, you have all the seat controls. So thinking about reading lights, you can see it up here. Switch it on, switch it off. Gas for air on the left-hand side. But all the controls that are today, like switches and even mechanical buttons that are on the side latch or in like different places around your chair, are all then captured in this very tray. We're showcasing technology, not specific devices or monuments in this case. So this could even go into a side latch, for example, or even curvature is not a problem. So we could put it into a sidewall. What we did is to actually have a bended OLED that is in the sidewall that could be acting like kind of like an interface to the customer where you can control seat functionalities or audio, video, lighting settings. All of that is in general possible. So if you go to the content section, you can see you could even watch a movie here. And it's meant to be complementary to the actual displays that you have in the cabin. So it could be a regular 32 or 40-inch screen. But if you want to go, for example, read your magazine or browse through your newspapers, you can do that. And what you can also do, this is one feature where we have an integration between galley control panel and this one is, if you go to the cutlery here, you see it, you could even like include the whole menu on board into like this digital interface where you can have communication with the galley, with the crew. So for example, you're going for your favorite menu here, favorite meal, put it through your basket, and then send it